Naoki, please help your mom. With your father gone, you're the only one she can rely on.
Forget about Mom.
That's impossible. I'm sorry. It's alright, Tomoko.
Your priority should be housework, childcare, and your part-time job. Don't worry about Mom.
Excuse me? She's your mother.
That's exactly why. Just between us, her life insurance payout is $300,000. The sooner she's gone, the sooner we get it. Don't do anything unnecessary. If you can't follow what I said, it's divorce.
Oh, I see. I got it. I'm Tomoko. I'm a 40-year-old housewife raising my second-grade son, Yuta, while working part-time at a supermarket. Hey, Tomoko. Can you cover my shift tomorrow? Sure, no problem. I had plans, but oh well. Oh, really? Thanks a lot. Since I was little, I've had a strong sense of justice and can't leave people in need. Most people appreciate me as a kind person, but some take advantage of it. For example, my husband Naoki, who irrationally takes out his work stress on me.
2 dishes again? You're taking it easy even though you're just a part-timer. I work to support a useless person like you.
Alright, just don't yell in front of Yuta. We can live thanks to Naoki, so I have to endure it. He wasn't this arrogant before we got married. I've managed to continue my marriage thanks to my parents, in-laws, and family. Hello? What? Sachie is in the hospital? Sachie, are you alright? Tomoko, I'm sorry to worry you. I fell down the stairs while out to buy some cold medicine. Come on, don't hesitate to ask for help. Yuta will worry too. Thank you. Yuta's kind like you, Tomoko.
Enough small talk. Just tell me her symptoms. Sachie has fractured her right femur from the fall. The surgery was successful, so her life is not in immediate danger.
What do you mean by immediate danger?
Actually, many cases lead to bedridden conditions, weakening the body and increasing the risk of illnesses like pneumonia. In the worst case, it could be fatal.
How can we prevent this?
It's ideal to undergo rehabilitation after discharge to recover bodily functions. However, this will involve some financial burden.
The financial burden falls on Naoki, her only son. Naoki, please help your mom. With your father gone, you're the only one she can rely on.
Have her? There's no need. Forget about Mom.
Forget? You want me to just watch her become bedridden? That's impossible. I'm sorry. It's alright, Tomoko. Sachie, are you alright?
Anyway, I'm not spending a single cent. There's no point in spending money on the elderly.
What are you saying? It's not about the point or meaning. Your mom is an important family member. You can't just leave family in need.
It's her fault for falling. I'm not helping or taking care of her.
That's... Naoki completely avoided dealing with his mother. When Yuta and I visited her...
Hey, stop playing around here and get back home to cook.
We're in a hospital. Don't shout. I just wanted her to see Yuta. We'll leave soon.
I told you to forget about Mom. Come on, Yuta. Tomoko, we are leaving. It hurts, Dad.
We were always forced to leave quickly. As the discharge day approached, I asked Naoki again. Hey, about your mom.
I told you there's no money for the elderly. If you are so keen to help, use your part-time wages. Instead of talking nonsense, make sure you handle the housework and childcare perfectly.
I got it. The conversation went nowhere. In the end, unable to ignore my mother-in-law, I decided to cover the rehab costs with my part-time wages. Tomoko, you've been taking more shifts lately. Are you alright? You don't look well. I'm fine. It's just that there are more expenses with the kid lately. If you need help, let me know. You've always been there for us. Thank you. The care plan suggested by the care manager far exceeded what I could cover with insurance and part-time wages, depleting my savings from before marriage. But thanks to that, my mother-in-law's recovery was steady.
Her progress is good. She looks well.
Yes, Tomoko made sure I could attend daycare and bathing sessions regularly.
She was highly regarded in the hospital too. You are lucky to have such a good daughter-in-law.
However, a few months later, my mother-in-law's condition suddenly worsened. Pneumonia?
Yes, aspiration pneumonia, common in the elderly with weakened immunity. It tends to recur and can be fatal.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Well, providing the most suitable care for Sachie would be ideal.
I got it. She'll need more specialized care from now on, but my part-time wages are not enough. I have no choice but to ask Naoki. Please, Naoki, cover the rehab costs for your mom.
No matter how many times you ask, my answer is the same. I'm not giving a single cent.
Why not? I can't stand seeing her get weaker every day. Money, money, money. Isn't a son supposed to worry about his mother at least a little?
Do you even understand your place? Your priorities are housework, childcare, and your part-time job. Don't worry about mom.
What? She's your mom.
Exactly. Just between us, her life insurance payout is $300,000. The sooner she's gone, the sooner we get it. Don't interfere. If you can't follow what I say, it's divorce.
You're awful. I knew you were cold, but I didn't think you were this bad. Fine. I'll divorce you anytime.
Do you even know what will happen if we divorce?
What do you mean?
Let me enlighten you. Miss Part-Time Housewife. Under Japanese law, as her only son, I have inheritance rights, but you don't. So if we divorce, you won't get a penny of mom's inheritance. You are already dipping into your savings, right? You want that inheritance, don't you? Either back off from mom's care or divorce me. Your choice.
I can't choose. Does he even realize what he's saying? Naoki's cold-heartedness only strengthened my resolve to care for my mother-in-law, and it was enough to make me realize he was not worthy of my kindness. Fine, I get it. I don't need the inheritance. Let's divorce. It's better than abandoning your mom.
Really? I make sure you get nothing. Normally, marital assets are split, but I won't give you a cent.
Do whatever you want. Just, I want to care for your mom until the end. Let's divorce after that.
Fine. I can't believe how foolish you are. Let's see what a part-timer can do.
I have no regrets. This is the only way to protect my mother-in-law. Since that day, something inside me changed. I stopped worrying about Naoki and acted according to my feelings. Schedule daycare and physical care. Also arranged for transfer to a rehab-focused hospital. I made every effort to ensure my mother-in-law's comfort during her hospital stay.
There are always beautiful flowers here.
Tomoko brings them.
We picked them together, hoping she gets well soon. Right, Yuta?
Yeah. And Grandma?
Yes?
One, two,
2, 3. Happy birthday!
Oh my, you've all been so kind. I can leave for heaven without any worries now.
Oh, stop saying such sad things.
I wish you were my real daughter, Tomoko.
Indeed.
However, despite our efforts, my mother-in-law kept being hospitalized repeatedly due to aspiration pneumonia.
What a colossal waste! Now do you get it? What you are doing is nothing but self-righteous satisfaction. This so-called life-saving treatment is just prolonging her suffering.
Is this really the right thing to do? Maybe Naoki is right. and my efforts are just causing my mother-in-law more pain. Maybe it's just self-satisfaction. What should I do? It was around this time. My mother-in-law approached me with a proposal.
Tomoko, I need to discuss something with you.
Yes? My mother-in-law's proposal was unbelievable. What? Sachie, I can't accept this.
I thought you'd say that, Tomoko, but my mind is made up. I've already asked the doctor to proceed. Don't look like that. This is a good thing for you, too. Thank you for everything until now.
Her words made me feel that my efforts weren't in vain. At the same time, I hated Naoki for making his mother make such a decision. At that moment, I decided to get revenge on Naoki. More time passed, and during that time, my mother-in-law suffered from aspiration pneumonia 3 times. After the 3rd time, she passed away shortly after being discharged.
She's gone.
Sachie!
Grandma!
The funeral was a quiet family affair. Even though I was prepared, seeing my mother-in-law's photos squeezed my heart. Sachie, there were so many more things I wanted to do for you.
How long are you going to keep crying?
Naoki.
Now let's talk about the inheritance. You know that as her son, I have the inheritance rights, not you. Everything is mine.
Not now. I'm too overwhelmed by your mom's passing to think about that.
Don't mess with me. How long do you think I've waited since the day Mom fell?
Don't raise your voice. You've always been like this. Even when Yuta was crying or I was sick, you always put yourself first.
Reminiscing? Huh? Of course you'd want to escape to the past. After all, you use all your hidden savings and part-time wages for Mom's rehab. At least you didn't touch my money or debts, so I'll give you credit for that.
I have no regrets. I did everything willingly.
Fine. Then as promised, we're getting divorced. Let's see how a part-timer housewife manages with nothing and a kid. And don't expect any mercy from me. You won't get a penny.
Do whatever you want.
Playing tough, huh? Fine. Here's your last chance. Beg on your knees.
What?
Be honest. You will regret saying you'd divorce, right? Admit it, and I might forgive you. You can't do anything without me.
I knew Naoki's true intent. He wanted to satisfy his ego by seeing me bow down. It made me sick that he couldn't even mourn his mother and was only thinking of his own gain. But I have to raise my child without social standing. Most would be accepting his proposal as the best option. However, I had a secret plan. You're the one who should be bowing.
What?
Your mom was truly a kind person. She didn't take away your dream of inheriting her estate until the very end.
What are you talking about?
All of her estate, over $300,000, will come to me, her daughter-in-law.
What?
Before she passed, your mom discussed something with the doctor.
Would you like me to introduce you to a lawyer?
Yes. I don't have much time left. I need to think about what happens after I'm gone. Could you recommend a lawyer who specializes in inheritance? I know it's a big favor to ask.
I can do that, but are you sure? You want to leave everything to Tomoko instead of your own son, Naoki?
Yes. That day, I fell down the stairs. My life essentially ended. But Tomoko brought color back into my life with her flowers and gifts. I wanted to repay her somehow.
Understood. I'll introduce you to a lawyer who can fulfill your wishes.
Oh, thank you for everything, Doctor.
So, your mom asked the lawyer to adopt me and change the life insurance beneficiary from Naoki to me. This allowed me to inherit everything as her daughter-in-law.
You think that will be allowed?
It's not about permission. It was her wish. That's all there is to it.
Ha! That's invalid. I have a legal right to a portion of the inheritance as a family member. I'll get a lawyer and take it.
Too bad. She took thorough measures to ensure there would be no issues with you contesting it. Even if there's anything left, it'll be so little, it'll go towards the funeral costs.
What? That old hag! You've done something unforgivable. I need money. I've used up all my savings for this day.
I know. Imported cars, watches, and what else? You've spent lavishly on everything except for your mom.
You knew and let me continue?
Fair is fair. You watched me struggle to manage finances without saying a word.
I'm taking back the divorce. I'll be a good husband from now on. Please, forgive me.
I don't want you relying on my life insurance, so I'll pass.
Please, don't abandon me. I beg you.
Make sure to pay off your debt without relying on life insurance.
I feel sick. Help me.
Pathetic. Your mom probably wanted her son to help her too. You should understand how she felt, wanting help from her only son but not getting it. From now on, all communication will go through my lawyer. Goodbye.
Wait.
Leaving a raging Naoki behind, I left his family home. I was glad I had asked my part-time colleagues to look after Yuta in advance for moments like this. Later, the divorce was finalized without issue. The inheritance went exactly as my mother-in-law intended. A few years later, I got a call asking for help with hospital expenses, but I ignored it. Whether Naoki had ruined his health by overworking or was just struggling, it didn't matter. He was not worth my sympathy or money. Several years have passed since then. I now live alone with Yuta, who is preparing for his junior high entrance exams. Thanks to my mother-in-law's doctor, I got a job that allows me to balance work and parenting. But
Mom, are you studying again?
yeah, I have an exam for a full-time position.
Really? By the way, didn't Grandma's doctor recommended you for this job as a full-time employee? So you turn it down?
Yes, because I wanted to become a full-time employee on my own merits.
That's just like you, Mom.
Was the inheritance the only thing my mother-in-law left for me? My efforts were not in vain, and that living true to my feelings would eventually pay off. Maybe that was her message. I want to continue living my life with kindness to others and honesty to myself, never betraying the trust my mother-in-law placed in me by leaving me her inheritance.